So this is going to sound weird, but I think it's going to make sense. So imagine that you are a t-shirt. And a t-shirt that gets thrown in the closet and lays under a bunch of other garments on top of it is going to get wrinkly, it's going to lose its form, it's going to start smelling funky. A t-shirt that is washed according to instructions and folded properly is going to be as good as new and last way longer. Don't treat yourself like a t-shirt you don't care about. I know what it's like being at a low point in your life and feeling like nothing is in order, where even the smallest of tasks feel daunting. I have been there many times. I'm probably going to be there many more times throughout my life, and that's okay. You know, we all go through cycles. But right now, I am in a place where I'm really taking care of myself like I'm someone who matters. I'm waking up at a reasonable hour. I'm reading books that I can't put down. I'm eating well. I'm working out. I'm pushing myself to work on projects that scare me a little bit, but that at the same time excite me so much. The list goes on, and I've just been feeling motivated to do these things. And here's something that is quite interesting. So the more good decisions I've noticed that I make for myself, the more good decisions I want to make for myself, because I observe how small, smart choices plus consistency plus time equals radical difference, as Darren Hardy wrote in his book, The Compound Effect, which the compound effect essentially means the principle of reaping huge benefits or rewards from a series of small, smart choices. I truly believe that it is the small choices that we make in our everyday lives, the ones that we often don't even really think about or care about, are ultimately what has the biggest impact on our lives long term. And so today I would like to share some things that I keep in mind whenever I feel like something needs to change in my life, and how I sort of go about doing that. I ask myself what I want out of this chapter of my life, and that is the what. I think this is underrated. Sometimes the reason the advice that we hear from others doesn't work for us is because it's simply not where we are at in our life or where we want to be right now. So when you're watching a video like this, even if you may pick up a few things of value here and there, I don't want anyone to use this as a blueprint for their own lives. You know, you and I may be in very different life cycles. What do you want right now? Do you want stability? Do you want fun? Do you want convenience, adventure, peace? You know, it can be multiple things, of course, but what is the most important thing right now? So when I was in college, for example, I wanted to get, 8 hours of sleep, and I wanted to cook healthy meals every day and whatnot, but I also wanted to create as many memories as possible, and it was more important for me to say yes to going out and getting to know new people and possibly staying out quite late than it was being in bed by 10 p.m. and feel well rested the morning after. Right now, I am in a completely different stage of my life. I prioritize maintaining my healthy habits. Point being, you're constantly changing, and so am I. So take a seat, grab a pen and paper, or open up a document on your computer and ask yourself, what do I want out of this chapter of my life? Finding reasons that are genuine to me. This is the why. As I mentioned, I have been waking up fairly early because it just makes me feel great. And mornings are quiet, and once they're over, there is no moment like that until the next day. And so I just don't want to miss that. But this is where the importance of having a genuine why comes to play. So when I lay in bed in the morning, I don't think to myself, I should wake up early because all these successful people are doing it. No, I think, this bed is so cozy and warm, and I guess I could just lay here for another 30 minutes. But I also know that if I get up right now, I will be able to enjoy a slow, peaceful, quiet morning, and that is going to have such a positive impact on the rest of my day. And also my dog needs to pee. And so I know, because I've tested this time and time again, that if I just get myself through those, 5 seconds of resistance to actually get up, the reward that awaits from doing that, it's just worth it. It's been worth it every single time. I don't remember ever regretting getting up early, wishing that I had stayed in bed instead. Now that is what is genuine to me. And you need to figure out what the genuine reasons are for you. Now it's worth mentioning that I don't have a 100% success rate. Not at all. Especially when it comes to, just see for yourself. Keeping a consistent workout routine is the one area that I have felt the most resistance against throughout my adult life, despite being well aware of all the benefits. I'll work out for a few weeks, stop for 6 months, and so the cycle continues. But that is slowly changing, thanks to Copilot, who are sponsoring us today. Through Copilot, I was matched with my now trainer and coach, Jill, who has been giving me one-on-one coaching for about a month now. We've created a routine together that fits my life like a glove. For me, that's at-home workouts right now, but Copilot works just as great for gym workouts too. Being able to send your trainer unlimited in-app text messages and schedule video calls as frequently as you wish is hugely beneficial. Jill checks in with me, guides me, and sends me reminders, which helps me stay motivated and consistent in ways that I never were before. I'm sorry, who have I become? I'm about to catch my flight. I'm in London. It's early morning. But you know what? I'm in my workout clothes. I don't think I've ever worked out while traveling. This is the first time in my life that I'm doing it. Because Copilot is keeping me accountable. No joke. I'm as shocked as anyone else. There's no way that I would wake up at a hotel while I'm traveling being like, hey, I should work out right now. It's just not me. It's never been me, but I'm becoming the person that I want to be. I'm good.
Good. Your hair looks great today.
Oh, thank you. You too. I wish I could have braids and look like a decent person, but I can't.
We've been training together for almost a month. So
Yes.
how are you feeling?
It's been so helpful because we had the conversation on our first call talking about, okay, what are your goals and what's your physique today and what do you want to accomplish? And then knowing that someone who is an expert gives me a full workout that is customized for me, that just adds like a layer of motivation.
You're doing so great, Lana. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, and thank you
Good
for
job.
all the
You're doing
encouragement. And Copilot clients are 9 times more successful at sticking to their goals. I truly believe that this is the beginning of an important change in my life. Click my Copilot link down in the description box to get 14 days free with your own expert fitness and health coach. Continuously taking tiny steps that serve the future me. Now this is the how. I suspect that most of us, myself included, have gotten bursts of motivation, after reading a book or watching a video and decided that this is the time. I'm about to totally reinvent myself. I've come to learn that I'm just not the switching things up overnight type of person. Going from 0 to 100 has never worked for me. Instead, I believe in taking the tiniest of steps over a long period of time, on focusing on small, doable commitments throughout the day. So as an example, since I started working out regularly, I am upping my protein intake, and there are no dramatic changes to begin with. All I'm doing is simply adding an egg to my breakfast in the morning. That's it. And throughout the day, I continuously ask myself, okay, what is a choice that I can make right now that'll make life easier, better, less stressful, or whatever it might be for future me. And future me might be a year down the line, or it might be tonight, or it might be tomorrow. For example, I know that if I do the dishes the night before and I wake up to a clean, clutter-free kitchen, I'm going to feel more excited to make myself a nice breakfast than I am if I were to wake up to a mess of a kitchen. Just like I know that if I always put my yoga mat in the same place and I make sure that my workout clothes are clean and folded away where I know that I will easily find them, I am more likely to work out. It's all about removing resistance, right? So we don't let momentarily inconveniences win over long-term contentment. I guess the opposite of serving the future you would be to set yourself up for failure. So these two go hand in hand, but I would like to give some examples of what this might look like in my own life. So if I'm trying to stay away from sweets, right? The only bulletproof way for me personally to do that is to not keep any at home. If I have snacks in my drawer, I am more likely to eat them. Actually, I will eat them. 100% guarantee. There is no chance that I'm ever going to let them just sit there. Thy chocolate shall be indulged. Or if my phone is low on battery, I'm also not likely to work out because that's where my workouts are right now with Copilot. So by not charging my phone when it needs to be charged, I'm just setting myself up for failure. As human beings, we're typically very impatient. We want things to be ready to go. And I have a feeling that we're getting even more impatient. So help yourself out as best as you can by being one step ahead and baby steps. I don't know what that was.